Hello. Hey, everybody. Lovely to see you. Hello, Mariana. Lovely to see you tonight. Well, we're wending our way back through France. I want to welcome everybody who is going to watch this afterwards as well. It's very lovely to see you. Hello, Mandy. Great to see you. Hello, John. I'm okay. Hello, Stephanie. I'm good, thank you. I'm good. We've just hello, Marin. Lovely to see you too. I've just been visiting with a very old friend of mine who I've been friends with for 40 years. He and I, we've been mates for a very long time. Hi, Karine. Since we were both in our very early 20s and we worked out, so we're very old. Several decades. Of friends. Where are we in France at the moment? Well, we are near Nantes, I think. So we've just come. We were in Chinon, and then we were in a village called Montcontour, which was where my friend has a house, and so we're heading back. I think we're sort of we've gone past La Rochelle. That means anything to anyone. We're sort of in the middle and working our way up towards Brittany. But yeah, so that's where we are. We're somewhere in France, sort of around the middle, coming closer to the west coast. So we'll be on the coast tomorrow, and then we'll see where we go from there. We have to book the vet. And we have to book the ferry, and so we're doing all the admin side of things, ready for the return trip, which is like single tear, bit of a shame. Anyway, it's fine. Jeff has taken Flynn, and they've gone off for a walk, so there we go. All right. Let's crack on then. Okay, Mariana, what awaits me in October with Love and Money? So one card, Mariana, don't forget. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a card for you that is sort of overarching card. That should be saying encapsulates love and money, because obviously often they're linked. So let's see. We'll allow the card to guide us as to what area it thinks it's more important to talk about. All right. So this is Mariana. And so this is what you should prepare for in October. And let's see what we think about it being love or money. Let's have a look. Well, I think it's a bit both, you see, because there's the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is where we are carrying some, maybe some resentment, maybe some, not exactly positive feelings. Should we put it tactfully? Okay. So this is something that really pissed you off. Let's just throw tactful out the window. This is something that pissed you off back in the day and is going to resurface in October. And so what's really important is, in order to move past this, Mariana, whatever this is, because this is a bit of a process. So if this is money, well, if it's money or love, I think it's a bit of a ball of wool, honestly. And so what we've got a money situation which is not ideal. It maybe isn't terrible, but it isn't what you want it to be. Okay, so it's a money situation which is not ideal, which you probably think is someone else's fault, or they had a hand in it, or there's something that is to do with someone else that has contributed to this situation. And this is what I haven't forgotten. Don't think I've forgotten, because I haven't forgotten. So whatever the situation was previously, right, that you're thinking back to, two things are really important if you want to get the best out of the month. First of all, you can't fix it, right? Can't fix it. It's done. Nothing can fix it. You've now just literally got to decide what you're going to do next. And there's an important aspect to this card. It asks you to decide who you are in the situation. Are you the loser? Are you the winner? Are you the resentful one? How do you identify in the situation, right? Because that's really important. Because how you identify in the situation is going to be part of how things move into the next stage. So don't imbue the future with the past. Make sure you show up as the person you want to be. And that's really important. Not anything to do with what happened before, whether it's you, whether it's someone else, doesn't matter. Let it go. Can't help you now. What you've got to do now is decide who you are. That's the most important thing. Who are you? Who is the you that is going to make things happen in the way you want them to be? Because there's a little bit of potential victimhood in here. If you allow it, don't allow it, right? So that's really important. And that's going to be your challenge in October, Mariana. That's going to be your challenge. So I give it to you as a challenge, and see if you can take it on. See if you can spot it, and see if you can approach it in a way that would be different to how you might approach it had we not had this conversation. Right? I hope that's okay. That's good, good, good. Lovely. I hope that will make sense with you. John, I'm glad the running is getting better and better. That's great, isn't it? Isn't that awesome? I envy you, John, being able to run. I am a non-running kind of a person. I taught myself to run after when I was at school. I was always literally the last one who huffed and puffed their way, stumbling in. And then when I was 30, I thought, no, sorry, I'm gonna learn to run. And I did learn to run. And then I stopped running for about 2 months and I went straight back to how it used to be. Now I don't run, but I still wish I could. Geographically challenged, yes, me too. Look, there we are. Thank you, John. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Very good. Thank you, John. Loving John for that. And okay, Maren, you can have a guidance card, of course. All right. So this is a guidance card for Maren. For what should you put your attention on now, Maren, for your best next steps? Let's have a little look. Okay. Ooh, Ace of Cups. We love the Ace of Cups. Isn't that lovely? So, new relationships then, new relationships, but also I think in a bigger context as well, because obviously that's your go-to, isn't it? When you've got the Ace of Cups, it's like finding new love. That's perfect. But also it has another aspect to it, doesn't it, Maren? So the Ace, as we have discussed in our lessons, the Ace wants to be the potential of the 10. Right? So the 10 of Cups is our happiness. It's where we're coming home. It's what makes us feel connected and loved, and we're giving and receiving, and it's beautiful, and it's the end of the rainbow. So it's lovely. It's our happiness is what it is. And so the Ace is the potential of that. So what it's asking you to do when an Ace comes up, it's asking you to connect to the potential of the 10. All right. So is that, so I might say to you, well, Maren, it's time for new love in your life. And you may say, that would make me happy. I don't want that. What I want is a cat. And I'd say, well, go get it then. It's whatever makes you feel connected in and authentic, right? It's what's authentic to you. And I often give this little, because we're all very bound into the 10 of Cups with the family thing and all of that. But, there are lots of different versions of the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups can be a group of, I think I gave this example a while ago, a group of buddies from a platoon who have just come from active duty and they're all hanging out in the bar together. And why is that 10 of Cups? Because they feel safe, they feel connected, they feel like they're all on the same page emotionally, and they're happy to be together. They feel at home together. They feel bonded together. So whatever it is that makes you feel happy, connected, and bonded, you've really got to look at that and what that is, Maren. There, very strict. But it's nice. It's lovely. The Ace of Cups. Guidance is, now is the time to look at that as a reality. What's going to make you happy? Very good. We like it. Stephanie. Yes, you can. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. So let's have a look. So a guidance card for Stephanie. What should Stephanie put her attention on now for the best effect in her life? Ooh, the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is telling you that you have to put your attention on being in control of your world and the resources and what makes you feel rich. So this is a king, and a king energy is very proactive. Okay, so a king energy takes control. So it's finances, it's anything that makes your experience feel rich, right? And that's what you've got to put your attention on next. So this is turning into the CEO, Stephanie, of your life. So if your life was a business, in fact, and you were the managing director, well, that could easily be the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is not just about money, though. That's a mistake. And a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that Pentacles is just about money. It's not. It's about an overarching experience that makes you feel rich and abundant and great. So within Pentacles, we've got feel. I feel, I enjoy this. I enjoy whatever my experience is, right? I feel inspired. I feel energized. And I'm very insightful and very clear about how I'm thinking and how I might solve my problems. I'm going to look at the evidence and take appropriate action. So your king is telling you to take control in all areas, emotional, inspirational, and also problem solving, right? Very important that you do that. So by taking control of all of that, you take control of your world and making the world the way you want to be it, right? Or just get a rich husband. No, I didn't say that. Scrub that from the record. I was joking. It is a trope in tarot circles that the King of Pentacles is the rich husband. That would be a mistake. It might be, but it also might not be. So be very careful. But anyway, Stephanie, you've got to show up as the King of Pentacles. So good. That's really important. Very, very important. Be the king of resources in your world. That's what you've got to show up with next. Lovely. Okay, Mandy. Guidance card for Mandy. All right. Let's have a look. Right, guidance card from Mandy. Let's have a look. Well, here we are. So, Mandy, you've got the Two of Wands here, and this is called the Gateway card. It's called Dominion, and so what this is telling you is, at this point, this adjunct in your life, it's really important that you make a decision as to which way to go. You're at a crossroads. That's what it's telling you. You're at a crossroads, and you cannot go both ways. So it's a very simple card. It's telling you that you're in a good place to choose, and you must choose. So you're going to go this way, or you're going to go this way. You're going to choose this, or you're going to choose this. And you need to make a decision, and you need to make an informed decision, because it's Wands. So Wands is fire energy. What are you going to do? What are you inspired to do? What makes you excited? What gives you that fire buzz? So whichever one of those, look down each pathway and go, which one gives me that energy? And that's the one you choose. Okay? Really important. Very simple. Dominion, take control and choose. That's it. Don't sit on the fence. Time's a wasting. Excellent. I hope that makes sense, Mandy. Let me know if that sounds like, something that makes sense to you. Oh, yes, Marin, it is lovely, isn't it? It's really, really nice. Really nice. Actually, so Marin, with regards to your Ace of Cups, she probably won't watch this, but I had a student called Paige who was coming to our practice sessions, and she had a relationship trope that carried on through all of the readings that we were doing. And then what kept coming up was the Ace of Cups for her. So it's time for a new relationship. It's time now. And anyway, we haven't seen her in a while, because I think it was last Friday, she was moving in with her new chap. Isn't that lovely? It's really happy. It was the end of it was a long process, and the readings just guided her through all the way. It was really, really lovely. Karine was part of this as well. You watched it as well, didn't you, Karine? You were part of this with Paige. It was a lovely thing to see. And she was getting the Ace of Cups at the end of the process. She was getting this Ace of Cups, and it was just great. And then her chap showed up. All good. Great. Yes, you can, John. Of course you can. So I was talking to yesterday. The person is very talented. I've contacted this person Is there the possibility of a business venture, and how will it go? Okay, well, what we'll do, John, is we'll take you a guidance card about the potential of a business venture with this person. Let's see what comes up for that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we want a card for the potential for John to have a realistic business venture with the person that he's referring to in his question. Well, you got the Fool, John, and well, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Because it's giving you no guarantees, you see, and I wonder if it's something that will actually get off the ground. Honestly, it feels like maybe, you know, it's a bit of a leap in the dark, and that's okay. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how realistic, in a way, it's going to be, because what we haven't got in the Fool is any real solidity, have we? We haven't got any real information about what might happen, whether you should, whether you shouldn't. You've rolled the dice, you've contacted them, that's great, but I'm not sure. I don't know, John. I wouldn't want to bet on it, okay? Because the Fool doesn't give you anything except it was a thing that happened, and that's actually good. I think it's good that you did it. Let's see what they do. The Fool is all about potential, and at the moment that potential is still looking like it's unformed, and it's not. We haven't got it on solid ground yet, and it's not telling you that it can get a read on solid ground. So I'm not sure I can give you the assurances or the thing that you would like, which is a bit of a bore, isn't it? But let's see how that plays out across time. Let's just see. Okay. All right. Mandy, there are changes at work in 2 weeks. A lot to learn. Yeah, so Mandy, this is Mandy. Yeah, so I think, Mandy, it's gonna be a bit of a crossroads for you. This, it feels to me like you've got, you're gonna have decisions to make, one way or the other, and you should choose. As I said, Mandy, you should choose the option that feels. Don't let fear get in the way. Choose the option that actually feels more zingy to you, more exciting, more engaging. Go with that, okay? Hello, Cherry. Lovely to see you. Let's have a look. May I have a card? Will Ali Hader come back? All right, let's have a little look. Right, so one of the things that we do on this live, Cherry, I'm not sure I've seen you before. Maybe I have, but I can't remember offhand. If I have before, then forgive me. But we try and avoid yes/no questions, because tarot is a little bit awkward around yes/no questions. So we're going to just reword it. And what we're going to do is we're going to say, What should you prepare for with regard to Ali Haider coming back into your life? Because your question is assuming that if Ali Haider comes back, all will be well. Not necessarily, you see. So let's just look. What should you prepare for regarding the possibility of Ali Haider coming back into your life? Okay. Well, we've got the Three of Pentacles here. And the Three of Pentacles says there is the possibility that that may happen, right? Certainly not telling you that it's off the cards. But you do need to understand that this relationship is, I'm going to tell you that it has a sell-by date attached to it, whatever happens, all right? So this, sweetie, is not, with it in and of itself, a happy ending, right? It just isn't. So what this card tells you is that Ali has other priorities. Ali has either he has somebody else who he has responsibility for or is very attached to at the same time, might be an ex, might be whatever, or perhaps it's work. It's almost like he's married to something else. It doesn't necessarily have to be another person. It can be a situation. But what it does is it casts you in the position of being permanently a thing. And that thing, that role that you're cast in is not going to change. And it doesn't matter what you do. It is contractual within the relationship. So obviously, I don't know why you and Ali split up or parted ways. But this doesn't look to me like this is a situation which is going to lead to maybe an outcome that will give you probably what you're actually looking for. All right, so be careful here, Cherry. Watch your heart and make sure you know what you really want. Don't settle for second best. It's actually quite important. All right, very important. Let's see what happens. My intuition is the person doesn't have the drive to make it happen. My feeling would be that's probably bang on, John. I don't see it hitting ground really, sadly. But I think you're not far off there. I think you're right. Hello, Karen. Lovely to see you. Okay, let's have a look. Why has Antonella got in touch with me? It's been 30 years and there's a dark backstory. We love a dark backstory. Now, we all want to know what the dark backstory is, Karen. You've sort of tempted us in, and now we're all going, what? All right. I'm going to let me see if I can word this properly. All right. Antonella. Right. What is motivating Antonella with regards to getting back in touch with Karen? I think that would do it. Do you think? What is motivating Antonella with regards to getting in touch with Karen? Let's have a look. That's very nice. Well, say very nice. It's a bit off with the fairies, really, but I think Antonella is exploring possibilities, and I don't think that she really knows what she wants. I think she's sort of thinking, well, that might happen, and that might happen, and maybe this will happen, and maybe this will happen. So I think she's taking a punt on something. It's obviously emotional, and it isn't negative in its intention, okay? So there isn't any negative intent here. She's not doing it to be difficult or disruptive, or that's not my feeling anyway. That's not what this card would lean towards. But neither is it very clear or realistic, in fact. So her motivation is all over the place. Maybe she just doesn't know what she's doing at the moment. Maybe she just doesn't have a plan. She's sort of casting around in her life and thinking, well, who's on the list? Oh, Karen. Wow. I'll call Karen. It's been a while. Maybe she's forgiven me. So I think take it with a pinch of salt. Don't lean in to, if you decide to engage in conversation, which it doesn't advise you either way, but don't lean in to the reality of if she, whatever it is she says she wants, I don't think she knows what she wants. I don't think she knows. I think she's just thinking, maybe this, maybe this, maybe this. Maybe Karen will love me. Maybe we can be friends again. Maybe. Just maybes. And she hasn't really thought it through, I don't think. I don't think she's thought it through. I wouldn't be surprised if she was in a place in her life where she was sort of a bit adrift. That's how it feels, isn't it? See what happens. But I don't think it's inherently negative, Karen. That's a thing. Okay. Great. That's good, John. Well, I'm glad we're on the same page. Okay. Priyanka. Yes, you may. Oh, you've got a question. Okay. Will my ex-boyfriend reach out to me soon? Hold on a second, guys. Flynn, hey, stop it. Flynn. The dog's trying to dig a hole in the bottom of the bus. Don't. Don't know if you could hear that scratching noise. Trying to bury a bone in the floor or something. Okay, Priyanka, let's have a look. So will my boyfriend reach out to me soon? Okay, let's have a look. So, again, how can I ask this so that it gives us the information we need? What is the best you can expect regarding contact from your ex-boyfriend? What's the best you can expect? So here we go. So we've got the Four of Wands, and I'm going to take a punt. Now, the Four of Wands is not a negative card, but what it is a card of stability. So this is like a place to stay. So this is a stable place. It's a plateau. So it's a 4. It's where things become stabilized. And that stabilization is important, okay? There are some people who would say, oh, he's going to reach out and ask you to marry him. I don't think that's true. I don't think he will, darling. but not for any bad reasons. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing for you, because what I think this is telling you is that I think this means you have stability in your life. You've got a period of stability, and that's a good thing, right? So your ex-boyfriend, I think, would upset that stability. This is a place for you to build from if you want to. You can't stay here forever. It's a place. It's a calm place. Look, we've got our one's fire. It's under control, and it doesn't feel like, again, we did this card last week. It doesn't feel like there's a clear path out. But nevertheless, you are going to have to find a way forward. I don't think it's with ex-boyfriend. Okay, will he reach out to you soon? I don't think so. Certainly not soon. I think what you've got is a stable period, which is a positive thing. And I think you should think of it as a positive thing. All right? Hope that helps. Hope so. Ooh, Red Karen has given us some more information. Going out with her cousin, and it ended badly. It's nice she's got in touch. That's good. Well, I think it is nice, really. I don't think there's anything inherently negative in it. Doesn't feel like that at all. I just think she's, I just think she's thinking, oh, maybe this, maybe that. It's fine. I don't think you should be worried, Karen. Okay. Cinderella. Okay, Cinderella. What is coming towards me? What's coming towards you? All right, let's have a look. Okay. Cinderella. What is coming towards Cinderella? Page of Swords. So I think the Page of Swords is a small card. This page, so it's a very investigative card. But I think one of the things that really sums this card up often, okay, when it says what's coming towards you, I would say probably somebody being a bit tactless or gossipy or wanting to find out things. It's the card of it's the card of the battle scout. So this is where we've got a hacker here, haven't we? It's a bit teenage. It's a page, so it's a young, immature energy. So whoever this is, right, is going to be a bit perhaps immature in their language to you. And it might be that it feels a little bit confrontational, or it feels a bit sharp, or just a bit inappropriately blunt. So whoever this is does not have much tact or compassion in the way they speak to other people, because they're not mature enough for that yet. And your guidance around that is don't lean in. Okay, don't send it back, Cinderella. Literally, because it's a page, it'll come and it'll go, right? It's communication that will come and will go. It won't feel all that great. It's not the end of the world. Don't make a drama out of a crisis. It's just a bit of an ouch. That's all. No problem. Move on by. Nothing to see here. That's it. Yeah? Good stuff. Excellent. All right. What have we got here? Cassia, lovely to see you, darling. Okay. Your weekly event now. That's perfect. Happy for that. All right. Hello, Warren. I see you. I'll fit you in. Don't worry. I've got Michael here as well from WhatsApp. All right. So this is Cassia. Cassia would like guidance for the next couple of weeks. Okay. What should Cassia put her attention on the next couple of weeks? Okay. Well, you've got the Seven of Wands. There are a couple of things with this card, which are the tropes for this card. One is firefighting and one is on the back foot. So it's where we are taking it on. We're sort of almost like defending our position, and it's coming at us. It's coming at us. However, it's all cool because actually it's telling you there's nothing here that you can't handle, even if it feels overwhelming in the next couple of weeks, which it might do. It might feel a bit, oh God, oh, right? Might well feel like that. Don't worry, just literally fight your way through it. Take it on, right? Take it on and stand your ground with it, and you'll get through it fine, all right? It's not going to give you anything you can't handle. That's what you should remember. Even if it feels a bit overwhelming, you can do it, right? You'll come out the other side and you'll be fine. Good. All right. Lovely. Super duper. Where are we at? That's exactly how you feel. Well, that's good, Cassia. Well, that's okay, because at least now you know that you'll be okay. All right, so we've got Claire. Hello, Claire. Lovely to see you. I'm sure I saw your face on Facebook come up in my feed the other day, Claire. I think that. I'm almost sure I saw your profile come up. Yes, you can have a card. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's do a guidance card for Claire. You've got the Hermit, Claire. So the Hermit is an interesting card. It's very much a Marmite card, right? So some people love the Hermit. Lots of people love the Hermit. Karen, who is on the call, loves the Hermit, don't you, Karen? And I'm not quite as enamored with the Hermit, but it is still a really positive card. So what it's telling you, Claire, is that over the next couple of weeks, if we're going to just keep it nice and short term, is that you are going to have to plow your own furrow, darling, and you're going to have to really draw on your own guidance and not rely on other people to guide you through. Now, as we know from the Hermit card, the Hermit is only going to see 2 steps ahead, and that's really important, I think, in this instance. Don't expect to see the whole thing. Don't expect to know the whole route or the whole answer or the whole anything. Don't expect to do that. It won't happen. So what you're going to have to do is go, okay, what are my next 2 steps? Even my next 1 step. What's my next 1 step, 2 steps? Do that, and then you'll see the next 2 steps. All right. And you're going to have to find your own way with that. So there is a feeling of being unsupported in this card. But you know what? It's okay, because actually it's telling you that you've kind of got it, and it's important that these next two steps and the next two steps after that are your decisions and guided by your wisdom and what you think is right. Nobody else, you. Really, really important. Don't try and do the whole thing. Don't look too far ahead. Don't do that. Not going to help. Just 2 steps and then 2 steps more. And that's your guidance. I hope that makes sense. It's okay, I think. Quite like that, Claire. That's quite nice. Let's have a look. Karen, whoops. I had a feeling somebody from my past was reaching out, wasn't expecting it to be Antonella. Oh, well, that's okay. That's good. That's good. So Claire, so if I just refer you back, Claire, to the previous reading, that's what the Hermit is telling you to do. I don't think you should do the rest of 2025, sweetie. I don't think that's what the cards are telling you you should do. What you should do is concentrate just literally in the microcosm of what do I do next and what do I do next and what do I think. What I think, not me, you. What I think is the right thing to do. The right thing. Okay, so don't think about the rest of 2025. Look at it incrementally, and then you'll get a better result. Okay, hope that works. Yes, I know you do, Karen. I always think of you when I see the Hermit and also Temperance. Good. Okay, so I've got Warren and Michael. So let's do them. Yes, of course, John. Where would I be without you, John? I would never say it. I would forget. Thank you, John. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We love John for that. That's perfect. Okay, good. I'm glad, Claire. I'm glad that makes sense. Okay, so this is we're going to do this one from Michael first. Michael Wookie. Michael Wookie wants to know about his finances. So, advice about finances over the next 6 months. Okay, Michael. I don't know if you're watching or if you're going to watch afterwards. Let's have a look. Okay. Michael wants advice about finances over the next 6 months. So, Michael, we've got the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is telling you that you're going to have to walk away from something and decide what hasn't worked. And that's really important here, isn't it? You're going to have to leave something behind. And there's going to be some stuff that you are quite attached to. Because here we have a rose. And it feels like we're walking into the woods a bit. It feels like we can't see where we're going. So it is a very tricky one, right? It is a very tricky one because you won't probably want to. But nevertheless, if you're looking for advice, which you are, it's telling you that now is the time to sort of strike out in maybe a slightly different direction. And it's going to be really important to let go of what doesn't work, right? You know, when people are writers and it tells you strangle your darlings, or, you know, that you've got to let go of things that you really like in the name of the bigger picture. And if the bigger picture is overall financial success, then you're going to have to be quite strong with emotionally disconnecting, Michael, with what doesn't work, right? Whatever emotions are keeping you stuck, then that's you've got to walk. You just got to start walking. Even if you don't know what you're walking to specifically, you've got to start walking. Okay, really important. Right, hope that helps. Oh, thank you, John. That's really lovely. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You did. Oh my goodness, 5.14 mile pace. That's really good. That's very good. Is that? I mean, I haven't got a reference really. I mean, it sounds fast, doesn't it? To me, I can't imagine. I mean, I struggle to get to 3 mile an hour walking, but that I am only 4'11", and my little legs can't keep up. But that's great, John. So what were you at before? What was your plateau? What were you pushing beyond? Tell us so we know we could be even more impressed then, because we've got a benchmark. Let us know what you were up. Okay, what have we got? We've got I'll do Warren in a second. Let's do Gina. Okay, Gina. Any general messages for me? All right, let's have a little look. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Good. So, Gina, we've got the 8 of Swords here, which is the card of perennial overthinking. Let me just put my box of tissues out of the way. The card of perennial overthinking. Oh, that's going to annoy me in the screen. Hold on, I'll put you over there. There we go. You're going to have to really sort of bring this down to earth, because the trouble is with this overthinking is it's going to keep you stuck. This is kind of like the yes but card, isn't it? It keeps you in a prison of your own mind, right? And it's really important that you spot it and you stop it, because thinking repetitively, going round and round in circles, and if somebody says, well, you should do this, and you go, yes, but I can't. So everywhere you go, you put a prison door in front of you. And the prison door is there of your own making. You're not really in prison, not really. But every time you put up a wall or you put up an objection, you're keeping yourself stuck. And it's really important that you don't do that. And this is your message, and it's really crucial for you right now. Okay? You've got to take responsibility for this, because this is you doing it, nobody else. So, Gina, stop with the overthinking. And the way out of this is always to just start walking in some direction. Take action. Take any action. Just do something. Because thinking is not going to get you out. It just isn't. And that's the point of the card. Thinking is not going to give you the solution. The only thing that's going to give you the solution is acting. You've got to do something. And you know what? Even worst case scenario, if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. It's got you out of jail, and then you can choose to do something else. And you've got to keep doing something. That's the way forward here. Don't try and think your way out. Not going to work. Never going to work. Not in this instance. Okay? So whatever it is, your thoughts are doing to you. They're not doing you any favors, sweetie. All right? Good. My fastest pace was 3.58. Wow, that's a huge jump, John. That's a massive jump. Goodness gracious. 3.58 to what was it? 5.12 or something? No, 5.14. Gosh. God, happy days for you. That's fantastic. Well done. Hurts like hell. Yeah, I can imagine it would. Still, that's really, really good. Well done. That's very impressive. Well, I think we'll all... You can't hear us, John, but I'm sure everybody is clapping. Send John some claps, everybody, please. Because that's really impressive. That's a big, big jump. Okay. So now I'm going to, so what have we got? Oh, yes, we've got Warren Beatty. So Warren, let me remind myself. Let me have a look. I think what some people ask for. Oh, could you pick a question for me from the cards? Oh, I see. Okay. Yes, we can do that. Yes, we've done that before. So Warren would like the cards to choose the question. Okay. Can certainly do that. Yes, I'd forgotten about that. That was fun, wasn't it? Right, so before we do that, we've got, let me just put this up. I always have here, which is stopping me doing anything. Good. That's really good, Gina. Well done. That's great. Yes, shifting your energy by doing stuff. Good job. Excellent. Perfect. So the cards are telling you you're on the right track for sure. Okay, lovely. All right, so Warren, let's take a question for Warren. So we're going to do this as a group call. So all of you tarot bods out there, I'm going to take the card and you guys can tell me what the question is. All right, so prepare. I want at least 3, if not more, even if you agree with each other. Okay, let's play. Okay, this is the question for Warren. What's the question? I know we've got experienced people on this call who have done this before. Come on then. What do you think, John? What do you think, Maren? What do you reckon? What's the question? Oh, sorry. There you go. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. Question looks like you're some sort of refugee there, Warren, doesn't it? What do we think, everybody? What's the question? New beginnings? Yeah, to a degree, yeah. What do we think, everybody? Where am I going? Possibly, yeah. What do I need to leave behind to move forward? That works too. I like that. Yeah, because the card is telling you that You can't stay. You can't stay where you are, because where you are just feels it's just not a place to be. Learning from old lessons. Yeah, I mean, Gina, I'm not sure it's learning from old lessons. It's leaving behind old pain is what it is. It's leaving behind old pain. So, all right. So I think we're all, where am I going? That's right, because we don't know where we're heading. So what we're looking at is a card called transition. Okay, so we're transitioning from one place where we can't stay to another place that we don't know, and it's very uncomfortable indeed, and we feel like we're carrying with us whatever it is we're trying to escape from. It's traveling with us, and the only time we're going to be able to get rid of it is when we reach our new destination, where we're going to be made welcome and things will be better, right? And this is important for Warren. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to take guidance for Warren about his transition, about him making that journey to his new future, right? So I think that's right. Let's ask what he needs to leave behind. I think that's good, John. I think we'll go with that, because, well, he can't leave it behind, can he? Because that's the point of the Six of Swords. You're traveling with it. But what does he need to do to transition from the past to his future life? What does he need to do to make that transition? Okay. What does Warren need to do to make that transition? Because this is never a comfortable card. Never. It's always a card of some sadness. It's always a card of carrying pain with you from a situation that you cannot stay in, have to move on from it. You know, it always strikes me as being quite interesting how much like the refugee thing it looks, because they're coming from a situation that they can't stay in to a place that they don't know, carrying all this pain with them. It's quite an interesting thing, and we all go through it in one instance or another. So let's take guidance for John about how to transition from the old energy to the new energy, and what should he embrace to make that the best possible outcome for him. Well, this has come up quite a lot for Warren. So this is where Warren is being encouraged to play it safe. And we have literally a safe. It's the Four of Pentacles. So in order for him to build for the future, right, he's being asked to be quite conservative with his resources, with his experiences of life. So to be quite careful, right, with staying safe, and with staying keeping things very controlled, right? So the thing is about this is where he's not risking anything, and so it's asking him to literally be quite careful with his resources, with his energy, and with you know, so that he can build for the future. So it's not asking him to take any big jumps, right? It's asking him to be quite cautious, in fact, and to build a powerhouse. I think this is important, Warren. So you're building a secure foundation so that as you transition to your new destination, you're going to arrive there with some strength and some, you know, some financial solidity, and that you feel secure. But what's really important about the card, if we look at the story of the card, when you get to that new place, when you feel like you can shed that load that you've been carrying and you can step out, then you have to move into the next stage. And that's going to be quite challenging for you, because the temptation of the 4 is that we stick with what we know. And we get so used to playing it safe, and we get so used to being in our own box, that we're worried about losing our power. And it's asking you to just watch that process a bit, because if you, as you move forward, once you get to a certain point, don't carry this on forever. This is for now and only now. Once you move beyond this into the next phase, and hopefully tarot and life will show you when the next phase is, then you have to risk. That's when you have to risk, and that's when you have to do the next stage, but not yet. No risks now, Warren. All right? Hope that's all right. Oh, that's good. I think we all did a good job there. Well done, guys. What do we think about that as an advice card? Does anyone else want to say anything about that? Do you have any thoughts? Because that 4 of Pentacles is a sticky one. It can really keep you it can be a little bit addictive, where we get so used to playing it careful and play it small, and it doesn't work long term. It can't work long term. All right, excellent. All right, Jill, how lovely to see you, Jill. A card about Dad's health. All right, well, should I take you a guidance card, Jill, about your dad's health? Let's take a guidance card for you. Okay. All right. Guidance card for Jill about her dad's health. Oh, look. Well, that's good, isn't it? I always say that's good when the 9 of Swords comes up, and it looks like the scariest card in the world. Except it isn't, as you know, Jill. It's telling you not to be anxious. It's telling you not to think the worst, because the worst is not real. And this is you, not unsurprisingly, being scared. And don't worry, because the worst thing isn't going to happen. It's just fear. It's just a nightmare card, isn't it? It's just whatever you think is the worst case scenario. It's not going to happen. It's going to be okay. I think that's what the card is telling you. It's going to be okay. Don't go into lots of anxiety. You're going to be fine. I think he's going to be all right. Hope so. Otherwise, Jill's going to come back next week. Give me a tarot slap. I think we're quite confident that we can say that, Jill. I hope that's okay. Good. Okay, I have got Rebecca here. Oh gosh. Now this is an interesting question. It's a very challenging question, so we're going to do it. Rebecca. And this is a question that gets asked a lot, and it is a tricky one to ask with tarot. Okay. Will I have another child? Pregnancy child questions are always tricky. And of course, we've got a yes, no question, haven't we? So I think what we're going to ask here as a way of getting a coherent answer is, what is on Rebecca's timeline regarding having another child? Karen A has not asked for a question. Marion, you're quite right. Come on, Karen A, be brave. Okay, so what is on Rebecca's timeline regarding having another child? Let's have a look. Okay, let's see what comes up. Well, we've got the 9 of Pentacles. I would suggest that's probably a no. I think that's probably a no. And I think it is a no because of life in general, lifestyle, finances, all of that, the experience of life, all of that stuff. And I would probably err on a no. I mean, it's not a negative card in any way. But when you ask what's on the timeline with regarding having another child, this is a card of independence, isn't it? And lifestyle and enjoying life and feeling financially independent, and which doesn't suggest, does it, more children, as somebody who has had children, coming from experience, probably doesn't. So I'm gonna pump with no with that. If anybody else, what do you think, guys? What do you think that implies? I don't think so, Rebecca. I don't think it's for negative reasons. I think it's just life, and it's not a bad thing either, actually. Not a bad thing. So I wouldn't, I wouldn't see it as a negative. All right. I think it's a positive thing. Good. All right. A general guidance card, as I don't have anything specific. All right. Go on, Karen A. I love how Marin has just sort of reached back and gone, "Oi, come on, Karen A. Get here. Come on. Get in there." That's so sweet. I love that. Okay. All right then. So general guidance card for Karen A. Well, Karen A, you've got the 2 of Wands. We've had this already, haven't we, as a guidance card today? Yeah. Interesting. So this is a really important time then, Karen A, isn't it? And it's a time when it's almost like you've got to decide which way you're going to go, right? It's like you're standing at a crossroads and you've now got to decide your route. So, and you've got to decide which route inspires you most. And I think that's quite interesting. Now, Katerina and I do practice sessions together, and we talk a lot about inspiration a new inspiration. And I think this is interesting because this is, if we have the Ace of Wands as a point of inspiration, now we've got two routes to take. So which route inspires you more? I like that. Which route inspires you more? And you've got to decide that. Now is the time. We like it. So yeah. And you are kind of at a bit of a crossroads, I think, aren't you? It's like you do have to, and this might be the issue that we were reading about the other day, of course, but still, it's quite an empowered thing. The Two of Wands is an empowered choice, and it's telling you, make your decision and make it now. Take control. Do it. Come on, Caroline, do it. Just do it. Just choose. There we go. What do you think, Caroline? Does that resonate with you? What's this? I think the Pentacles is an inward-looking personal card. Yes, I agree. I don't think it's the Empress. I think it's a card of it's quite it's not a solitary card, but it's a card of personal independence and making the life that you want to make. I don't think it feels like another child card for me. I don't think so. Okay. All right, so I've got a couple more just here standing by on WhatsApp. I had a WhatsApp message from last week which I didn't see, and I promised that I would do it this week, and you know what, I cannot find it anywhere, which is annoying. So I'm really sorry about that. I can't even remember who it was. I'll have to just send your question through to me again. But in the meantime, we're going to, so we have Steve. Okay, Steve, I said I'd do this for you. Steve. Now, this is a tricky one. This is quite a, will my relationship last? And it's a very loaded question, isn't it? And this is where, hold on. What's happened? Can everybody still see me? Have I frozen? Yeah, that's weird. Okay, I'll type that again. That's very strange. Okay. Oh, well, thank you. I'll just type, that must have just been an error. So hold on, what was it? So it was Steve B. Will my relationship last? Right. Okay, so I wanted to ask this. There it is. Okay. So here's the thing with this question. It's very loaded, isn't it? So, and we have to be very careful. So if anybody is a tarot readers out there and you're reading for clients, it's really important. Eniko, I'll get to you in a second, don't worry. It's very important that we understand how much influence we may have when we read for people. So if somebody says, will my relationship last? And we say, no, it won't, then we are potentially setting that person up to already think their relationship isn't going to last, and so therefore behaving as though it won't last, and therefore making sure it doesn't last. So what we're going to do, Stevie, I'm just going to take a guidance card for you about your relationship. move forward in the relationship in the best possible way for both yours and your partner's happiness, right? So how can you move forward in the best possible way that will ensure yours and your partner's happiness? Because I don't want to ask that question, sweetie, because I don't want to get in the way of your timeline, you see. Very important that we tread carefully with people's questions. Okay, so how should Stevie proceed regarding his relationship for the best possible outcome? So this is the Five of Cups. So what I think this is telling you to do, Stevie, is to let go of past disappointments and let go of up-to-date disappointments as well. So the Five of Cups tells us that we're sitting at the grave of what's been lost, and we have to just leave it behind and walk into the light, right? Walk into the light of Cups energy, which is love. Now, none of us can ever guarantee any relationship, but if we don't show up for it, having left the past behind, then it sure as hell won't be able to last. So I think it's telling you, Steve, to leave the past behind, and it is that past which is probably causing you to ask the question in the first place. You're imbuing the present and the future with the past. You don't want to feel this grief again. You don't want to be sad again. You don't want to have to go through the same thing again. Get that. But you've not made of glass. And if you want the relationship to last, you're going to have to let that go and show up willing to take the risk. Okay? Then the relationship will have the best chance of lasting that it can. And then you can see what happens. All right? I hope that helps a bit. It's a difficult one. I don't want to ask something which is going to not help people. Okay. Thank you, John. Yay. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Thank you, John. Eniko, could you please tell me if this is the end of my friendship? Okay. All right. Let's have a look. So let's ask what you should prepare for regarding this friendship moving forward. All right. What you should prepare for. That's from the other person. What should you prepare for from the other person with regard to this friendship moving forward? Okay. Right. Well, you've got Seven of Wands, which, well, it's a difficult one. I mean, the odds are stacked against you, Eniko. I've got to be honest with you, and I don't think it has to be, but I think you're this person, because this is you, this person is very determined to maintain their position. They are literally defending their position and saying, I'm right, whatever it is, they're gonna be fighting fire with fire for sure. So for now, I think you just have to play it safe, calm everything down, The calmer you can be, the better, because what you don't want to do is add fuel to the fire. Whatever the situation is not going to help. And you arguing is not going to help. Okay? So what you've got to do is keep things very calm, keep yourself safe, because this is exhausting, actually. And you're not going to win by fighting it in this instance. However, I think in time, maybe something could be salvaged. But the trouble is, this is one's energy, and this is there's a lot of conflicting energies going on here, right? There's a lot of challenge coming at you, Eniko, and I wonder what can be salvaged. I don't see this as an end, but I do think you're going to have to park it for a good while, and take an entirely different approach. So calm everything down, go very quiet, and whatever this person's position is, whatever the other person on the other end of this, they're not going to change their mind. They're really not. So you're going to have to decide, either you're going to have to allow them to have that position, or what? So it's not an ending in itself, but it sure is challenging. And I think you can salvage something, but over time, and by very, very softly catchy monkey, very quietly, playing it very, very safe. Because whoever this other person is, they're very reactionary. They're just going to hit straight back and throw it back at you. There's no negotiating with this, all right? So I don't know if that helps. It's a sort of no but answer, okay? No, not necessarily the end, but, all right? Good. All right. I'm going to do one more. And let's see. I've got another one here that I just wanted to do. Okay. We have got, that's all right, sweetie. We've got Deb. Okay. How should I deal with Ray? Good. There we are. Right, this is for Deb. How should I deal with Ray? Okay, so guidance card then for Deb. Okay. Ooh, we've got the devil. Very carefully, I would say. Be very careful with Ray, because this is probably not very positive, I think. Deb, whatever this situation is, I think Ray has probably not got anyone else's well-being at heart other than his own wants. So this is saying, I think we need to beware of this, because this person is just wants what he wants, basically, and is not really interested in the fallout. All right. So Deb, I would, I'll be honest with you, I'd give it a wide berth. I mean, just, I wouldn't overcomplicate it. How should I deal with him? I'd treat him like the Antichrist. I would go, okay, this guy is not going to show up as positive. He is going to want what he wants and is not interested in what's okay for you or not. That would be my advice, sweetie. I would find another friend, Deb. Right. Oh, thank you, John. How's the new book? Well, the new book is coming, actually. It actually did some more writing. So I think I'm about 3/4 of the way through. So my new book for everybody, I have a new book coming out on November 25th. But that's finished and done, and that's with the publisher, and that's the launch date. I also have another book that I'm writing. I don't know which new book you're talking about, John, but the other book is sort of done and in process. And the new book, which is A Year in Gus the Bus, that is about 3/4 of the way through. And we'll need a lot of editing because it's going to be monstrously long. Because I'm a very chatty person and I write like I speak, so lots of words. But do you know what, John? It would not be alive if it wasn't for your puns. We would miss your puns greatly. So thank you for that. That's very good. Even if they are half baked. So I had to do that because we have to carry on. We have to carry on the pun trail, don't we, John? Oh, thank you, sweetie. That's very kind. It looks nice, doesn't it? The Tarot Mastery book. It's a nice looking book. I was very pleased with the way it looked. It kind of big and clear and does what it says on the tin. Good stuff. All right, everybody. It was lovely to see you. I'm going to love you and leave you. My husband's just got a bottle of wine. I'm going to show you this bottle of wine. Hold on 1 second. Let me just reach over 1 second. Oh. Come here, bottle of wine. See this? This is the last bottle of plum wine from 2022. And that is, I love making wine. This is my plum wine. It's very delicious. I'm going to have a glass. Now we've come to the end of our thing. And when we get back, I'm going to make rosehip wine because they just look amazing at the moment, the rosehips. Yes, Cassia, cheers to you too. All right, everybody, lovely to see you. And I will see you next week, I think. And hope to see you then. All right, bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.